5 different receivers. Play clock at 1. Rodgers to his right. Going to try and take it, and he is in for the touchdown. And a flag comes in at the end.
Well, I can't imagine if that's going to be, I don't know, for the hit on Rodgers at the end of this play.
I think it's Winfield who delivered it. Let's see.
And he's trying to come in and keep him from scoring.
The first interception thrown by Aaron Rodgers this season.
What is going on YouTube? It's Chaz here with another weekly NFL predictions. Last week was an interesting week. Vikings got the L again. Packers get destroyed. A bunch of other storylines throughout the NFL, and we'll get into that. And let's get right into the Week 6 results. Upset of the week, I picked the Bengals over the Colts. Bengals almost pulled that one out. But the Colts, old Phillip Rivers decided to bring it back and win that game. Cardinals-Cowboys, that was an easy pick in my opinion for the lock of the week. Cowboys just struggling. Ever since they lost Dak Prescott, their defense not good. Thursday night, Bills-Chiefs, which was actually Monday night, very rainy game. Tough to throw the ball, but the Chiefs came out there with a W. Titans-Texans, got that one right. Vikings-Falcons, Vikings fans, I'm sorry. Check out my last video if you want to know about that game. Not very positive. Washington versus the Giants. I picked the Giants to win their first game, and they did. Broncos-Patriots. The Broncos pulled the upset. Good old Drew Lock came out of there with a W. Eagles-Ravens, got that one. Easy pick. Browns-Steelers. Steelers absolutely dominated the Browns. Baker looked shaky. Bears-Panthers. Picked the Panthers to win. That one was wrong. Lions-Jags. Easy pick in my opinion. Dolphins-Jets. Jets are a terrible football team. Bucks-Packers. The Packers absolutely got dismantled, let up 38 straight points. I still think they're one of the best teams in the NFL, though. I think it was just a fluke game, and the Bucks are a good team. So, and then Sunday night it was 49ers-Rams. I had the Rams winning that one, and the 49ers pulled off the upset. Upset in quotations. The buys this week are the Vikings, Colts, Dolphins, Ravens. Vikings really need to figure it out. We'll see what they do from here on out on the season, whether they look to trade Cousins or keep the team or look to fire Zimmer, who knows. Overall, I just don't know. Colts coming off the win against the Bengals, close win. Dolphins now starting Tua. Poor Fitzmagic. I know he wanted this to happen, but they're second in the division. I would have liked to see Fitzmagic give a run to playoffs, but Tua does have that unknown factor inside of him. So he could go out and win the next 10 games for this Dolphins team. Who knows? And then the Ravens, coming off a shaky week from Lamar. They did beat the Eagles, though, because the Eagles are not a great football team. And, yeah, let's get right into the predictions. Upset of the week. This is my second week in a row. I'm going to pick the Bengals to win. I'm going to take the Bengals over the Browns in a shootout, 31-30. I think Baker's going to have another shaky week, and I believe the Bengals are going to take this one. I think Joe Burrow's going to have a good game against this Browns secondary, and yeah, my lock of the week. I'm going to take the Cowboys over Washington. I could have done Bills-Jets, but that's just too obvious. I don't like picking the obvious lock of the week. Andy Dalton did not have a bad game, in my opinion. It was just the costly turnovers from Zeke and just that offense. Cowboys receivers struggling to catch the ball at sometimes. Overall, I think Andy Dalton played solid, and I think they'll squeak one out against Washington this week. Thursday night, the Stinker Bowl. We got the Giants at the Eagles. I'm gonna have the Eagles on a close one on Thursday night. Giants coming off their first win. I just don't think they're gonna get many more this season, and I think Carson Wentz is gonna have a good week against a shaky Giants defense. Steelers-Titans, this is my game of the week. I'm going to take the Titans 31-28. I think Derrick Henry's just going to start ramping it up as the season continues. He had like a 91-yard touchdown run last week or something like that. I think he's just going to keep it going. I think he's going to do what he did last year. I think the Steelers are going to struggle to stop Derrick Henry, even though their run defense has been very solid this year. I just think the Titans are going to pull this one out by 3. Lions-Falcons. I'm going to have the Falcons beating the 2 NFC North teams in a row. I think they're going to... Oh, the logos are backwards. Ignore that. They're 1-5, but, you know, I think they're going to start bouncing back with Matt Ryan and this new-look offense without Dan Quinn. Not really new look, but just fresh. They dismantled the Vikings secondary last week. I think they're going to do the same to the Lions. I'm going to take them by 11. Panthers Saints. Mike Thomas is projected to play this week. Finally, I drafted him in fantasy, and he has done jack squat. Has 3 points all season. But I'm going to take the Saints in a close one just because Mike Thomas is going to put the Saints over the edge, and I think they're going to beat the Panthers by 8. Bills Jets. Jets are a terrible football team. Bills have a good defense. I don't see a way in which the Bills lose this game. I'm going to take the Bills by a lot. 31-7. Jets need to just tank for Trevor. Probably get rid of Darnold, get rid of Gase. Just completely restart. This is just a terrible franchise. Both New York franchises right now are just in the dumpster. Packers-Texans. I'm going to take this a close game. Packers 35-31. I think Deshaun Watson's going to have a good week. They're 1-5, but they're a pretty tough team. The Vikings did beat them, but, you know, the Vikings almost beat Seattle too, so Vikings are just so bipolar. So I'm going to take the Packers in this one in the end. I think the Texans just won't be able to stop Aaron Rodgers and the high-powered Green Bay offense. Seahawks-Cardinals, candidate for the game of the week for me. Cardinals coming off a great week last week against Dallas, just blowing them out. I'm going to take the Seahawks 27-24 in this one. I think it's going to be a really close game. There's actually a lot of games this week that could be 50-50. Like, you could choose either or. I feel like I could have a losing record this week. I could be perfect. Who knows? But I'm going to take the Seahawks by 3. I think Russ just is too much for the Cardinals. And I think Kyler and DeAndre Hopkins are going to have a good game, but it's just not going to be enough. Chiefs-Broncos. Broncos coming off the upset last week against the Patriots, but I'm still going to take the Chiefs by 2 touchdowns. Should be Lev Bell's first game, I believe. And I think he's going to go back to prime Lev Bell before the Jets with the Steelers, because this Chiefs team just finds a way to use weapons and have weapons just overflowing. And I don't see a way in which the Chiefs lose this game, honestly. And I don't know if they're ever going to lose the rest of the season, unless barring injury. But it's going to be hard to pick against them for the rest of the season. Jaguars Chargers. Gardner Minshew versus Justin Herbert. I'm going to take Justin Herbert in this game by 1 point. I think it's going to be a lot closer than that negative or 8-point spread that the Chargers are favorited, but I think Gardner Minshew's going to have a good game. I think the Chargers are going to be able to stop him, though. Maybe he'll throw a few picks, and that'll cost him the game. But I'm going to take the Chargers, possibly on a game-winning field goal or just a close game in the end. But I'm going to take the Chargers by 1 point. Sunday, we got the Niners-Patriots, Jimmy Garoppolo's former team. I'm going to take the upset in this one. I'm going to take the 49ers 30-24, coming off a good week last week against the Rams. I know Mostert's out, but I still believe that the 49ers are going to pull this one out, and I think they're going to really make a case for becoming the best team in the division again after a shaky start with injuries and such. And I think the 49ers are going to have a bounce back a few games here. Sunday night, we got the Bucs-Raiders. I feel like this is going to be a really good game. I feel like it's going to be a shootout. Derek Carr versus Tom Brady. But in the end, I'm going to take the Bucs by a touchdown, 38-31. I just think the Bucs offense is too powerful for this Raiders defense, and I think the Raiders secondary kind of struggles at times. Even though they beat the speedy Chiefs, their coverage was not great, and I'm still going to take the Bucs by a touchdown. Monday night, we got Bears-Rams. Still think the Bears are overrated, in my opinion. The Rams are 5.5 point favorites, and I'm going to have them covering that, and I'm going to have them winning by a touchdown. Coming off last week against 49ers, they didn't look great, but this Bears defense is solid, but their offense is just stagnant in my opinion. And yeah, that has been my predictions for the week. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.
We've been walking through the forest with blood on our hands. We got lost in such a foreign land where we could be free. We could be free.